So today, October 20th, I'm going to make my Rex Begonia Propagation Day. So you can see I've got all the pots all made up. Now you basically pick a good leaf. I'm not going to bore the audience with, sowing all of it. But I actually did this last year for the first time in my life. And believe it or not, was actually successful. I mean, if you can see that, see the iridescence on that? Just absolutely amazing, really. It's a cool looking leaf. I checked, I could only buy these in one place only, and they don't have them. They didn't have them last year. It's like I can't get them anywhere else. So if I don't propagate them, I can't have them. So I saw them do this a few years back. I just kind of cut this out of here. It doesn't have to be any specific shape. Every one of these veins turns into a root. So, and then I don't think I even need all of that. And then you stick it in the pot, and I kind of like that. Okay. It's already pretty damp. I don't really need to water it in all that much, but okay. That is as simple as it gets, right? That's it. So I've got these 6 in here, and I got to decide what's a good. I mean, look, that's amazing, isn't it? What is it? I mean, I can get, almost hate to cut anything off, Look at that. And they're like fingerprints, right? No 2 leaves are the same. As much as you hate to do it. Like I said, the first time I did this was last year. First time in my life I had ever tried to propagate anything. Read up on it, watched a few other people do it. And it turns out the propagation part is actually the easy part. Once they sprout up and they get about 4 or 5 inches high, keeping them alive after that is the hard part. So one thing you can't do is let them dry out. So what do you do in the dry parts of the winter, to not let them dry out, is you need to control the humidity, right? So that's kind of why I did the greenhouse thing video first, to show how I do that, or how anybody can do it. You can't let them dry out when they're propagating, but when you get a mature plant, they tell you it's better to almost let it start to wilt than it is to water it again. So because people, I'm sure I'm guilty of this too, will overwater, too much water. So it's a little bit of wilt doesn't hurt it. They keep saying you don't like to see it, but it doesn't hurt the plant. Look at that. Merry Christmas, right? Can't beat that one. Gee. About as easy as you can ask for. So last year, it took about a month, right? So, you can go back and check more often, but you're just going to get disappointed. For me, in my situation, that's what it took. It was about a month before I saw the first things sprouting out. Another problem I have is I take vacation the first 2 weeks of May. So all my stuff has to be in the ground in April. The problem with that is it's not necessarily always warm enough, and you better have all your sprinkler system, everything ready to go, automatic, right? Because I have too much stuff to even want to bother a neighbor with watering my stuff. I don't want to bother anybody, right? So here we are. I brought them up into the off-season growing room here, and that's really all there is to it. And I think I was just doing the last video. Hopefully you get a good shot of that water in the bottom. The pots are all on the standoff, so they're not in the water. I'm a little worried about this guy. Yeah, I shouldn't be shriveling up like that. Not this early. You get to watch this stuff happen. This usually, or at least last year, for the first time when I did it, it took about 4 to 5 weeks. I'm thinking Thanksgiving, maybe the week after that, I should start see some of the sprouts come up. So it's kind of cool to get you through the winter.